Hello. So today we're gonna make a Thai iced tea. The children were helping uh, me get things set up, so they were happy to be in the video a little bit. So we love Thai tea, and it has natural flavors and dyes in it. So we decided to make our own. So there's some Assam black tea, and I used about a quart of it in here. The children were listening to an audio story this day, and so I hate to ask them to turn things off just so I can make a video. So that's the reason for the voiceover. I'm pulling out some cinnamon sticks, and you'll see that I ended up doubling everything that I put in for flavor in this. Had to give the baby a cinnamon stick. He was pretty excited about it. Here he is, obviously showing it off. He is everyone's joy here. So I added Star Anise. That was about 6 bits, but obviously, like I said, I added double all of this. This tea turned out so good. We've made it before, but I'm going to start following this recipe now because it was the best. And as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to go out and make some more. It was so good. He helped me break up the Star Anise, and he was pretty excited. You'll probably see about every piece that he chopped for this, or broke rather. Videos are a little hard. Okay, this is turmeric, and I added this for color, which you couldn't tell. I added about a teaspoon. Thai tea is very orange, and that's, like whenever you have something, if it's a different color, it doesn't feel like it's the same. So I was really hoping that it would be more orange, but I also am not a fan of turmeric in drinks. I think it belongs in curries and dals and things of that nature. So these are our vanilla beans. We added 4, but as I've said, we doubled all of this, which I probably should have waited to say until you see that I double all of this. Naomi is chopping up or smashing up the cinnamon sticks. That was the best way we could use those. They don't have to be real small. You just have to make sure that you can get them as blended through the tea as you can. And I used a larger jar for this purpose that I could easily mix it up. And then when I looked, I decided that was not as much as I normally put in for this. Anytime you have fun tasks like hammering on food or, just doing things a little bit out of the ordinary, the children get super excited and they're so happy to help. And it's easy to give children the task of, okay, you're going to do the dishes or sweep the floor. But what they really want and crave is fun things like this. So I do very much try to mix the things that they do for jobs. I want them to have at least the same amount of fun jobs as they have normal mundane jobs. They still have to be used to doing things that aren't as fun, the thing you have to do every day, but they also need to be able to be creative and have a lot of fun with what they're working on. This was fun to work with them on, and also I thought that it'd be easier to do a voiceover. It's a little bit hard, but hopefully it's not too annoying to listen to. The other way, I was feeling like I couldn't let them talk so that the video would be, more interesting or whatever. Or just not talking over each other. Large families tend to talk over each other a lot, and, something we're working on remedying a little bit. But that is That was so good. So in Thai tea, there is sweetened condensed milk. This is 3 cups of just whole milk from our cow, a cup of dark brown sugar. Any sugar works. That's just what we used. And then we cook it until it thickens up. Technically, I should have cooked it down a little more than we did, but I'm fine with that. It mixes in really easily, and it makes it not quite as concentrated, so it's not as sweet. So in Thailand, they use a lot of canned milk, sweetened condensed and evaporated, but I don't need to do that, so I'm not going to. And just make our own with our own Bessie milk. And I just poured it in here. I got, I think, a cup and 3/4. He's showing off his tomato. I should have cooked it down so it was half. So it should have been down to a cup and a half. But it was just fine. We enjoyed it. So here I asked him if he could give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And I got a thumbs up and a thumbs down. He thought he was pretty funny. So here I'm going to make the tea. This is a 48-ounce insulated French press. We really love these a lot. I added about 2 tablespoons, I would say, of this tea, and I let it brew for about 10 minutes. In my experience, Assam does not overbrew too easily, and the cinnamon and Star Anise needs to brew a little bit longer. Something we do like in this tea, which I did not have any more of, was cardamom. It's excellent in this tea. It's very similar to a chai, but yet very different. I think vanilla is probably the main reason it's so different. Then I came back and I poured it into here. I think it's a beautiful color, which this is pretty typical of Assam, which is a black tea, or the Chinese consider it a red tea, which makes a lot more sense in calling it, because the tea itself is very red. I think this is slightly oranger because of the turmeric, but overall it didn't add any color. But best of all, it did not add any flavor. And the next day, I have a giant ice cube. That's a pint jar, and that is a 1 cup ice cube. We have the super cubes, and so that's what I used. I put about 2 tablespoons of this sweetened condensed milk in it. We have coconut sweetened condensed milk, but I didn't want it to be overly coconut. This was so delicious. Immediately after tasting mine, the children made the rest of it up. It was very good. We had been missing it for quite a while. We haven't had it. So then I decided to shake it up because that ice cube's just kind of big to work on stirring it. Wisdom was videoing me here, so it's kind of a funny angle, but you know, I got the video done. So that was, oh, it was so good. I really hope you guys try this. Wisdom was pretty impressed, but very reserved on camera. And I wish that I would have recorded Simeon. He was so excited. But that's all I have today, and we'll see you next time. Bye.